All right, guys, this is your introduction to your weekly blogs. Now, guys, I really focus on doing blogs because I think they're very important. Journaling has been a way to communicate thoughts, emotions, experiences all throughout history, and blogging, or the video counterpart of that of vlogging, is merely a reflection, a journal about one's life experiences using an online format. In essence, the blog becomes a primary source of material, and years from now, others going to read about personal experiences, and this is really important, especially for the stuff that we're dealing with now, with the experiences of the COVID-19 and how people responded and reacted. Again, the reason we have historical records is because someone took that time to write it down. And now, remember, history is about their experiences, and so it's from their perspective. So this is kind of an interesting idea, that even when we have somebody wrote it down for us, we still have to consider what the perspective was. All right, so we're going to use Google Blogger, and you're going to complete this using a weekly blog format. This will be your Friday, typically your Friday attendance record. All right. Again, this is not just about time in the class, but it's really about what you're experiencing. And one of the things that I love students to be able to do is come back and say, you know, I don't remember what I did, but now I've written it down. And, 18 weeks ago, I thought differently, and I have a different perspective, and I made it through, and some of the discouragements, victories, disappointments, I've kind of overcome. All right, so you can create memes. This is your chance to do this. Now, this is a private blog, so only now I have that in highlighted because if others at another school want to use this particular assignment, they can change their name, but only I am going to be reading it, and I'm going to show you how that you can do that. Now, you are going to put in Canvas, which means that I'm going to respond in Canvas. I'm not going to respond to your blog, but I am going to respond to Canvas, and that just is a good thing. So please make sure you follow the process steps for how to do this, okay? So I've got that video below. You should already watch that. So let's go into Blogger. When you click on this link right here, you're going to be asked to sign in. Please use your LCPS login, okay? And you notice that I created on the left side over here, there was an option for me to create something, okay? So I've got quite a few options there. I've seen do it in the future. So I've got a H2 Fall 2020 blog, which is what you need to do, but let me just show you the process. You go to New Blog. At that point, you get into your creating your blog title, all right? And so that's the way that you would do it. Please, put your last name, first name. So this is more of a big picture blog the first time you have to do it, and then you have actual posts, and we'll call those weeks, week number 1, week number 2, and that kind of stuff. So as you put in your information, we're just going to put TT at that point. Okay, we're going to hit next, and then it's going to ask you what you want to do. Now, what I've done is I've put in there a town AH2FA, so 20, and that's the town American History to Fall 20. But I've already done that, so I'm not going to do that. But once you do that, you just go in here and push save. Now I'm going to cancel this out because I've already done it, okay? So here is my blog, and this is the title. Now, if you notice, I am in settings. So the first thing that you need to do here is you need to hit settings, okay? And this is going to give you some information. Now, if you made a mistake and want to rename it, you can rename it there. And then your privacy, go ahead and take off the privacy. You don't want it to be allowed and viewable to search engines. You want it for the time being to be private. Now, if you have another blog that you want to do, you can have multiple blogs. That's your personal business. That's fine. This is your blog spot. Okay, again, if you need to change it, you can change it in there. You notice that I have town AH2FA20. Now, this is that blog address that you're actually going to give me pretty much every time, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, and at this point, you now have permissions, right? So permissions, this is where you give custom stuff, all right? Now, do not give me authorship. I don't want to author, I want to read, all right? So reader access, you're just going to hit, and it says custom reader, all right? Save that. And then same thing with custom reader, it'll add you to it, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so pending custom reader invites, there's not anyone, so you need to invite more readers here. Okay, at that point you need to put in my email. Now town, all lowercase though, town at lenore.k12.nc.us. All right. At that point, you want to send, and it will send me a notice. Now, I have to accept that notice, and it will send me, hey, do you want to be able to do this? All right. So there's posts. You've got some other things that you can do all down here. Yada yada, the whole 9 yards. You can do formatting, all kinds of stuff. All right. So then on the left side, you have your theme. All right, you can adjust different themes. So, oh, I like that theme. So I'm going to choose the theme there. I'm going to apply that. And that's going to be what people see, all right? And then you've got a layout here. You got different ways that you can set it out and do that kind of stuff. You can have fun with that and see that. Again, I'm doing this from an iPad. You can also do it from my computer. All right, so now we want to do a new actual post, not a blog, because the blog is the big picture. We want to do a post. So this post is going to be, the title is going to always be the week that we're dealing with. So week number 1, all right? And so we're going to come down here and we're going to type, I loved it. Yay, okay? And we're going to be excited about it. This again is, you can put as much or as little as you want. This is a great way. It's not necessarily just about me. It's about you understanding that you're going through some history, right? And your own personal history. You're going to have different experiences. You're going to have different things that you're going to deal with. And you need to write about those because you will write about them later. Now, I will respond to them. I will, every single blog, it might take me a little bit, but I will respond to you, and I will comment on different things that you've put in, all right? So at this point, you actually have to hit the publish, all right? So you have to see. Now, you can see what it looks like, okay? And it will come up and preview it, maybe, all right? So always show. And so it will show you what you're doing here, but I don't want you to grab this particular link there, all right? There's a different way that you need to do this, all right? So at this point, you need to hit publish, all right? So publish, you want to confirm, boom, 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 and it will bring it up, boom, okay? So this is where you can click the little share button, okay? And all you do is hit the copy link, and that's going to copy where you're going to be at, all right? It's going to share this, and then at that point, you're going to come back over to your typical week assignments, attendance, and you're going to share it in the URL, and then that's going to allow me as a reader to be able to see it. It's also going to designate that you have submitted that blog. Guys, that is an important part of the assignment. All right, that's one of your biggest things for the week, is to do a blog. Now, if you do this blog by Sunday night, that way you can get in the weekend and you're good to go. That's fine. If you want to do it on the Friday, that's fine. It's going to be open for you to be able to do that. But try not to do the blog early, because the whole idea is to do it from the week perspective and to give thoughts, feedback, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so that is the way that we do our blogs, and hopefully that is a helpful understanding of how to do a blog in my class.